everyone, welcome to the first video of the Cold Kitchen. Today we will be making a preserve and it's called the jam of sweet corn. So throughout making this recipe, you would wonder why this is included in the Cold Kitchen because we will be using a lot of heat. So this is included in the Cold Kitchen because of the after process. After it is canned, it can be stored in room temperature for a very long time without the use of freezers or refs.
For the first step, wear your proper attire. This is a general rule in cooking. Second, wash your hands thoroughly. Always wash your hands before cooking because you would be handling food that others would eat, so you would have to be very clean.
So for this recipe, we'll need 3 corns on a cob, 1 cup sugar, water, and cheese powder. Now this is optional, but this will make the jam unique. You will need a mason jar, preferably a canning jar, but this is a mason jar. A strainer, a knife and a cutting board, a saucepan, a pot, tongs, and a blender.
Now, let's get started with the cooking. Separate the kernels from the cob. Set them aside as they will be used later. Place the cobs on a saucepan and add enough water to cover them. Place them in medium heat and bring to a boil. The cobs are boiled for 10 minutes to extract and maximize the corn flavor. After a while, the cobs will turn brown and the water will turn yellow. After 10 minutes, carefully remove the corn cobs from the saucepan and other bits and pieces left in the water. Add in the corn kernels and boil them until they are cooked and soft. While they are cooking, here is a fun fact. Pectin is a natural thickener present in fruits that are used to make jam. As corn does not have pectin, in other recipes, they just add artificial pectin or gelatin without adding in the kernels. I opted to add the kernels for more taste and texture. Here's how the corn would look like when cooked. If it doesn't have enough moisture or water, that is fine as you can add more water as you blend it. Place enough corn in the container and make sure that it is not too full as it would be a mess when blending. Blend the corn thoroughly until it has a paste-like texture. If it is too thick, don't forget to add water as needed. This is what it should look like after blending. Run it through a sieve to make sure you have a smooth consistency. After that, you will attain a soft and fluffy, smooth consistency. Once heated in medium heat, add in the 1 cup sugar. Mix it thoroughly until the sugar granules all dissolve. Once achieved, the color will turn into a glossy yellow. Then, season it with cheese powder. This is to add more flavor and color to the jam and make it more unique and more Filipino. In the Philippines, the most common chichirias or snacks are all chips made with corn with cheese flavoring, and corn kernels with cheese powder is a famous street food. The goal here is to add this aftertaste and give the nostalgia of such snacks into the jam. So only add a little so as to not to overpower the corn. This step is optional, so if you want to keep the corn as it is fine. Once fully incorporated, place the jam in a jar and leave it uncovered while it's hot. Careful not to make the jam too full. Run a wooden stick or a chopstick around the sides of the jar to get rid of air bubbles. Once cooled, close the jar with their lids properly. Place the jars in a pot with water and make sure that they are submerged. Place in medium heat, cover, and bring to a boil. After 10 minutes, turn off the heat and use your tongs to carefully get the jars and place them in a towel-laden tray. Leave them be for about 24 hours to complete the canning process. After that, it would be ready to eat. Now, it is ready to serve, and it is best paired with your classic pandesal.
And that is it for this recipe. You would be making about 2 jars of jam, and always remember, keep it to eat it.